Okay, we got a SIG quarter scale cub. I actually bought this. The gentleman had passed away and his daughter was selling the kits. So I picked this up last year. Just kind of give you an overview. I put some of these pictures on different Facebook groups. If I want to do one thing on Facebook. More of a documentary, so anybody else is doing something like this may help them out. This video is going to have to be edited quite a few times. This is not really my hobby as far as editing videos, but I'll do the best I can. But what we got here is a SIG quarter scale cube, as I said. The covering is Oratex silver, and it comes down to trying to match the silver paint. What I found is this stuff here actually works pretty well. It's a little bit shiny. I haven't got out in the sunshine yet. I may put a flat clear over it or a matte flat clear just to try and knock the shine down. My wife likes it, so that's half the battle right there. Here's you got your cooling holes going in. I've still got to put the eyebrows on here and paint the motors and that kind of stuff here. But we're getting ready for a maiden flight here, so we want to try to document this because you never know what might happen. You got some cooling holes up front. Air coming through the eyebrows here, come down inside there. The lower part of the firewall I have removed, where you can actually see air flowing through the firewall back through here. The rear windows are removed for exit air. And that's where I mounted the receiver at. And you get a little picture inside. And there's the dash. The dash is from Graphics. Pretty happy with that. Came out pretty nice. Nothing really special as far as landing gears go. Again, I'm doing this as a foot fire. And of course, I still have some more graphics to put on it yet. But again, I want to get the maiden out of the way before I put that kind of more time into it. One change I made with it, in order to get the CG where I wanted it, is I actually mounted the 2 elevator servos and the rudder servo in the midsection. As you can see, the 2 elevators on the outboard side, the rudder's in the middle, and it bounced pretty well that way. And I'm using a DX8, so I'm able to do both elevators independently and get them bounced in. So that came out pretty nice. I'm happy with that. The actual hinge is actually the covering for the hinge. Kind of takes back to the old days doing monocode hinges on gliders. Landing gears there. Still gotta put a strap on here yet. Can't find it. It disappeared someplace. All right, so let's look at the top of it here. The actual window came out pretty well. Much as we all hate doing windows and that kind of stuff, came out pretty well. As you use small brads, cut them off short, put them in here, and a metallic silver Sharpie. Metallic silver Sharpie is actually a pretty good match to the Oratex. So between the Oratex, the paint I pointed out here before, and the Sharpie, we got it pretty good. The electric motor, we're looking at electric motor is going to be a badass. You can see here, pretty nice motor. We'll wait to see who gets some hours on it, see how it goes. I'm gonna be pretty happy with it. Servos, we got 5 servos, 1 for each aileron, 1 for each elevator half, and then the rudder, of course. Seem to be fine. No problems there at all. Nothing particularly special on this side. And again, the Oratex, beautiful stuff, nice to work with. No problem whatsoever with that. As far as the battery hatch, this is something I spent a lot of time on. It was kind of design in place kind of deal, so it's there's no CAD involved with this at all. It's all just kind of cut and grind. So here's where the OEM or original Cub gas cap would be. So I kind of went with that whole thing there. I wanted to be able to do the battery from on top. Did not want to turn this big bird over upside down for a hatch down below. So work with it, work with it, work with it. And this is what I came out with. The hatch just opens like this, lifts off. You actually have a pin in the front, which goes into the back of the firewall. And you have a small tab here that goes down below in here. So between those 2 things there, it locks it in place pretty nice. And again, it was a design in place kind of thing. Holds it pretty good. Looks good, I'm happy with it. I could have made the knob a little lower, but I want to be able to get a hold of it. Okay, that's it for this video, and I'll probably have to do, like I said, I'm going to try to splice these videos together and make one big video out of it. But just kind of want to pass that information along as to what I've done. So if anybody else wants to do something similar to this here, it might give them a little bit of a head start. There's not a lot of information on these Cubs out there going electric, and we'll see how it goes.